Back to our top story this morning. People in Atlantic Canada now dealing with the damage left by Dorian. Covering the cleanup for us this morning is CTV's Todd Battis. Todd, good morning. Nice to check in with you again. What are conditions like right now where you are?
Well, it's beautiful. A cloudless blue sky, warm temperatures, and it's exactly what we need this morning, Anne-Marie, to get the cleanup well underway and to allow power crews that have come from as far as the States and Ontario to get on with the job, because as of a couple of minutes ago when I checked, there were still upwards of 250,000 or so customers, not individuals, customers, homes and businesses in the Maritimes without power. So significant. Most of those, of course, right here in the Halifax area.
Talk to us about some of the damage. We've seen the pictures that started coming in yesterday. You're standing in front of some of it right now. What's the worst that you're seeing in and around where you are?
You know, I have to say it's tree damage like this. We'll get to that in a second, but it was interesting. You know, you had an entire roof that came off an apartment building in downtown Halifax. A crane for a high-rise that's being built fell in a very popular shopping corridor. Nobody was hurt. No injuries, no deaths. Lots of boats that have been tossed around, wharves and coastal communities that have been battered. They'll have to rebuild, but nobody hurt. So we talk about the trees, these century-old trees. Take a look at this. This thing's probably been around as long as the city, but they're no match for those 150-kilometer-an-hour gusts, and that brought down power lines and snapped power poles. You know, Halifax is built on granite. There's not a lot of soil here, so you have these shallow, long roots. So when you get a tree that's full of leaves, it topples over onto homes. The trees can't stand a chance. And look, this is the inside. We didn't actually have all that much rain after the initial rainfall. It's mush inside, and you're seeing this over and over again. This also makes cleanup very difficult, right? Which is why the military is called in, about 300 soldiers helping in the cleanup here today.
Todd, in our last half hour, we spoke with the CEO of Nova Scotia's Power. She said customers need to expect it will be at least midweek before power is fully restored until they can get to all the priority areas. How are customers reacting to the wait and the wait times?
You know, Nova Scotia Power has I would call it a rather tumultuous relationship with its customers. There have been a number of incidents. For example, right in central Halifax, the day before the storm, which was a day much like today, there was a power outage to a couple thousand people. Nobody really understood why. They've been under harsh criticism that they were not ready for this storm. We are seeing crews coming in from different parts of eastern Canada to assist. That's not unusual. You'll get that in a big event like this. But Nova Scotia Power has been criticized quite heavily. Karen Hutt came out yesterday saying we have crews in trucks and helicopters deployed to every corner of the province. And there are power outages to every corner of the province. It is a very difficult job. That's understood. The terrain makes it difficult. But they are under a lot of scrutiny from their customers as well.
Todd, what are you hearing from customers who, you know, there's kids not in school today. I imagine some businesses are closed, people just trying to take care of insurance and whatever else they can. What are you hearing today?
Yeah. And, you know, and my family's affected. Power outages, you know, I have my son's not in school today, and it's the same right across Prince Edward Island and all of Nova Scotia today. This is kind of a day to take stock. Yesterday was the first opportunity that people got a chance to get outside and survey the areas. You know, we've seen some individual contractors coming up. There's a home right behind me, and he was taking down that power bar with the meter on it that has to be reinstalled, rebuilt before you can get power. It's little things like that that people will need to figure out exactly what happened. There may even be issues around their home that they don't know is a problem until they're just getting out now and getting a look. So, you know, there's a lot of these trees that are weakened. So it's not just a matter of cleanup. They have to make sure that everything else is stable. So it's going to take a while.
Todd, thanks for walking us through coverage of what it looks like, you know, a couple days after Dorian is hit after the weekend. Thanks so much.
My pleasure.